Hey guys, Raul, Ramos Family Farm. Hope everybody's doing well. I was going through some old videos and I really didn't want to let this go to waste because it kind of entails me bringing the calves home for the first time and my experience or my inexperience per se at what I was doing. I knew I wanted to get into cows somehow, but it was so expensive to get into it. And I was following some pages on Facebook, and one of the pages announced that they had a special this evening. It was a Tuesday night. I was picking my kids up from football and school, and they posted a special for like 7 female calves for little heifers, $100 each. So I jumped on it. Probably shouldn't have because I didn't know really what to look for or the signs or even that somebody's trying to dump some calves that may be sick and they're trying to get rid of them before they die and they're pushing anybody, just come and get the calves, at any time of the night. I don't know, but you come to realize that the calf industry and cows, there's not a lot of people that you can trust. There are a few, that will mentor you, and I've met a couple along the way. But for the most part, you have to be careful because people, they will take advantage of you. I guess tip number 1 for me would be there's no rush. If they're in a rush to sell you a calf, I would question that. Why go in the middle of the night when you can go during the daytime and watch those calves during the daytime? Watch them act, watch them walk, watch them eat. Spend some time, before you just go over there and buy the calves. Make sure they're not sick. I would go to a reputable, farm or maybe a dairy farm. If there was a mistake that could be made, most probably this night I made it. It was probably 9 o'clock. I went to the farm, picked the trailer. I guess God was giving me signs. I couldn't find the adapter from the 4-pin to the 7-pin.
Come on, girls.
It was a social circle was probably like an hour and a half away. If, like I said, if there was a mistake to be made that night, I probably made it. This little 34, number 34, the little light brown Jersey cross, she didn't make it even 24 hours. But besides the point, I was already in it, and this video is just showing me bringing them home, trying to get them off the trailer. I was not set up for this. This happened more of a very last minute thing. I should have been better prepared, and then I would recommend be better prepared. Have a spot that you're gonna have for them before you bring them home. I would probably separate each one and treat each one separately in little houses next time. Have their food, have their milk ready. I'd have everything ready before I would get into it. That would be tip number 2. Be prepared. Have your feed, have your medicine, calf huts, cattle panels to separate them. Have everything ready where you're not struggling when you bring them home. In the middle of the night at probably 1 to 2 in the morning, which this is what time that was. I think at about this point I realized there was another calf that had jumped to the other side of the fence, of the electric fence where the horse was at. And another thing that I wasn't ready for or didn't think could happen. Another thing that I really didn't have ready, I was hauling water for the horses. The dogs were not yet at the property, but I was hauling water for the horses, and it was maybe once every 4 days, once a week, maybe. Not a big deal, not as critical as now. I've got 9 calves because there was 7 advertising 7, but when I got there they said 9, so I bought all 9 like a dummy. And now I'm hauling water. This is when the hauling of the water became much more frequent for me. Time consuming. It's better to have water in place, whether it's city water or well water, instead of having to haul water in, which is a mission. Hauling, anywhere from 900 gallons, 900 to 1,000 gallons a week in water to have animals drink water. My next video will be short. It'll be during the daytime, the next day when I'm making my first feeding. But I soon realized it doesn't take very long to realize that the amount of money that I'm spending on powdered milk, I could have easily bought weaned calves for a little more and not gone through the hassle that I went through for the next 90 days. I went through an unbelievable experience and growing and learning. And thank goodness that there were some people that mentored me and showed me and helped me, like Kelly, Jeffrey, Brian, Sherry. There was a lot of people that were there to help. So I am lucky in that aspect. I guess my third tip would be to buy weaned. I personally wouldn't do it again. Maybe 1 calf, maybe 2, but not 9. Not unless you have a lot of time on your hands, and you have the facility for it. Little calf huts being prepared. So yeah, I think the weaned would be the way to go. They're a little hardier. They've already been through the most delicate part of their life, the first 3 months. They're eating grain. A calf doesn't eat grass. The first few months that they're on milk. You're introducing grain to try to develop the rumen. The rumen, they have 4 stomachs, but you're developing it. They just, it all takes time. And that's not including the money I spent on vets to come, because in the first 3 weeks, I had 3 really sick calves. Number 34, a little brown Jersey that died the first day. Within 3 weeks, I had Little Lamb, which I think was number 3, and then Punky Brewster, which was number 6. She passed as well, and that hit me emotionally really bad. But there are some really funny parts of me trying to catch them and give them medication that I will be posting, and those are well worth watching the video, to see me chasing these little calves around the field, and trying to give them their medicine to try to get them better, because they all had the runs. I don't care what they tell me. I got soul sick calves. So yeah, and it happens. At this stage of life, they're gonna be the most delicate. They're babies. They look really cute and all that, and they are. I still have probably 5 or 6 of these that I first purchased, and I hand raised, and it was an experience I'll never forget, and I'll probably never sell these calves, because of the bonding that I had with these things. It was tough. And I'm hoping that I got, they've come a long way. I'm hoping that you can see in the video and learn from my mistakes. Well, that's pretty much it for this evening, guys. Thank you guys for watching and for your support. If you hadn't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps our channel. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.